Welcome back to Sarita's Garden. It's been a minute since I've done a video. This is the end of August, and I realized since we took a week-long trip in June and one in July, things have just been a little bit busier. So back to updating some videos, and gosh, between the end of May and the end of August, a lot grows in South Florida. So I'm here to just show some of the new growth and pretty flowers that we have on plants. I'm just gonna head down the east fence line. What I was noticing recently was how much more privacy we have with all of the plants that have grown on the east side. So let's get into it. Just for orientation, I started at the northeast corner. This is the house and the shed to my side, and I'm heading south on our property. So this is the old palm bed. Some of you maybe saw that video. We had some palms taken down at the front of our property because they were interfering with power lines. And this bed we've remulched. We've planted some new ground covers, and this is the star. The candlestick senna has grown. We planted this by seed, and gosh, the butterflies and the bees really love this plant. It's quite tall. It's hard to tell if you can tell that from the video, but it was a slow grower to start, like really slow, and now it's just like a super hardy looking shrub, small tree, and yeah, it's a beautiful addition. Coming in here, this is the first bed we made. This can be a very wet area, and I love how this bed is progressing. The tall grass-like stuff is vetiver. That is really great for high water areas and for soil erosion. The roots apparently go straight down and really do a good job of soaking up water. Next to it, it's a little hard to tell, but this is something called seaside goldenrod. It's not flowering yet. It will in the next couple months. Yeah, I don't remember if it's September or October, but that will be really pretty. Yellow flowers, and that we started from a tiny plant a year ago, and so that's really grown and filled out. There's a lot of things in this bed, but I'm just gonna highlight first of all how tall the sweet potato has grown. That's those leaves down on the bottom, which makes us so happy to have the soil and the mulch covered. This is a breadfruit tree, and I think I've talked about it in another video because we do have one other planted, and one is Mafala and one is Yellow Heart. I don't recall which one this is. I'd have to look on my list. Okay, so that, yeah, that'll be a great big tree and provide lots of fruit. Breadfruit's a really interesting fruit. It's a little dicey when it gets cold in the winter, so we'll have to protect that a bit while it's young, but that can produce great food supply. It's a starchy fruit that you roast or boil, and kind of potato-like. Okay, this is a new bed. In this area, kind of the tallest thing in the back middle is the spacing out. We don't particularly care for it. Oh, this is hog plum. This was here when we got here. It was mostly just a trunk, didn't have any leaves on it. It's really leafed out a lot at this time of year. It kind of seems to come and go. We'll probably remove this tree. We don't love the fruit, and yeah, so, but it's here for now, and we've planted some bananas. In the front here is ice cream bean tree. So this is a new bed because we get a ton of water here, and we wanted to put in some water-loving plants. So that's the banana, ice cream, bean, and lots of mulch. That's the banana belt right there on the right, but I'm gonna head down to this other new bed, which is along the fence line. So this is the back corner of our property, and you can see how much that banana has grown. It's a little bit insane. And everything we planted in here has also grown just really tall. From the video I did in May, I was just checking it out. It's pretty crazy. There's a lot of jack bean in there. There's some lemongrass. I planted some sweet potato cuttings, which haven't really quite taken off yet. And this is another breadfruit. Really neat leaves, don't you think? So that's the first breadfruit that we planted right there. And then up here in the front, this is a mango. This variety is called Angie. This is one of the two that I successfully grafted last year. And that's had a new growth. It's been pruned, and yeah, that one seems pretty happy. And then that's, well, now I'm in the southeast corner. That's the banana belt over there. And yeah, that's the update for the east side fence and how things have been growing out. Yeah, it's really cool to see all the growth. Thanks for watching. See you next time.